setting in college football. Seattle, Washington on the shores of Lake Washington, home to the Huskies, where they are set to kick off another season. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hot. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Huskies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Maryland's offense will come out first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Humphrey. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the string.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Washington. Gonna let it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that... You put him in the slot, and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Huskies offense will get the ball for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
On the move, it's small. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Kamara. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it out. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto... They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense, I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Grabbed behind the line, it's McConnell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as it... Defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Kamara. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more.
He's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To throw, it's Washington. Got his man quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Humphrey. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall in.
Breaks him, just steamrolling the defense. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're...
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Maryland!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Kentucky. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Williams will pass. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They go to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
It's a fumble! They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Williams looking for a man. He's going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds a man on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. Get at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Here's the handoff. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Williams will pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to pass, it's Washington. Running to Green. Across the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. They've got a couple. big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. There he goes. And the ball's on the ground.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. At the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Williams will pass. finds his big tight end. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kamara. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Elmer. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it. Really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Give to the single back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. The quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A chance for the defense to get off the field. 9th play of the drive will be a 3rd and 9. He wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on! The 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Williams will pass. Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, times you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphrey. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Washington. He's got the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They want that clock to run.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop.
Physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.